Hello, I'm Kevin Mincher and welcome to the January episode of How to Win. I'm coming to you on the last day of the month here, the 31st, for one very particular reason. I've come across some research that was quite interesting. We all know that lots of people set goals, or they have a name for that, New Year's resolutions, that start on the first day of a new year. But I recently came across this research that said that 90% of people that set New Year's resolutions have failed in that New Year's resolution by the time they reach the end of January. I don't know if you fitted into one of those categories where you set off with some good intentions but you never quite followed through. But what I do recognise is that many people set their New Year's resolutions in a category called health. And I wanted to pull people's attention to that because it's a really important area. In fact, it seems to be quite a buzz topic at the moment. Lots and lots of people talking about health and what you should do to lose weight, gain weight, exercise more, eat the right stuff. The government's changed the menus in schools about what schools can eat and students can have when they're on campus. There's all sorts of television campaigns. There was a debate on this morning with people getting passionate about organic food and what's right and what's wrong. And you know, the scary thing is, as wealthy as our country now is here in Great Britain, and as free as we are to make all sorts of choices about the types of food we eat, there are now more people that are unhealthy than there are that are healthy. When you take into account all the statistics about obesity and then other illnesses like common cold, flu, sore throat, and I'm not even talking about the serious things like cancer, there are more people now in our country, as wealthy as we are, as well off as we are, with the great information we've got, there are still more people that are unhealthy rather than healthy. It doesn't make sense to me. It's normal and it's accepted if you get a cold or a sore throat straight after Christmas. Or for that matter, at any particular time, I'm struggling with a cough or whatever it may be and it's like brushed off, oh, it doesn't matter. That's not normal. It's not okay to have disease or illness in your body. Now don't get me wrong, I'm no doctor. I'm not some sort of health freak or anything like that. I'm a performance coach. Quite frankly, I don't care about what size you are, what shape you are. What I do care about is that you have enough energy to be able to achieve the goals that you've set in your life. That's why I'm here. Because there's so many people that want to have such a fantastic time in life, but they haven't got the ability, the capability, the energy to make those things happen. So as we go through some things here, and I've got a couple more minutes with you, I want to share with you some of the things that I've been doing recently, because over Christmas, I ate ridiculous amounts of all sorts of sugary, fatty, horrible food. And like many, many people, when work came back in January, I was ill. I was stuck in bed for a couple of days, downloading all sorts of vitamin C and hot drinks and trying to get rid of all these high temperatures and sore throats and cough and sneezes. So, we all get it wrong from time to time. But what we have to acknowledge is that when we look inside ourselves, if we're not taking care of our bodies, then we're not taking care of our life. And sometimes we've got to be prepared to change some of our habits. And it's okay looking at everybody else and going, oh, look at her, look at him, can't believe what a state they've got themselves into. But what we sometimes need to do is do an honest evaluation of where we're at. And so when I wasn't very well, and that was the first time in ages I'd been off sick, ill, for the first time ever, I missed a seminar and presenting a seminar because I was sick. And I got really upset with myself. And I had to look at 3 areas. I had to look at my nutrition, the food that I was eating, my hydration, the liquids I was drinking, and movement, or in other words, the exercise I was doing or not doing. And so I set myself some new health goals, and I've decided that every day in terms of nutrition I'm going to drink a juice. Not a kind of juice that you can pour out of a carton or buy in a shop. I've come across some books, and this guy's a great friend of mine, a guy called Jason Vale, and I'm learning some things from him about how to drink my fruits and vegetables. So that's the one thing I've done for my health and nutrition, and I would suggest if you can get a hold of one of his books, it's fantastic. Go to a library, go online, Jason Vale, the Juice Master, and he's got some awesome material that helps with nutrition. Then I started to decide, well, with my hydration, with liquids, what I want to do is I want to drink 2 litres of water every day. And for exercise, I was going to start yoga. So I'm stretching and doing strengthening exercise either each morning or each evening. And obviously from time to time we get pulled off track and we don't quite follow through. But if you don't follow through, that's okay. Just catch yourself and get yourself back on track. So here's a little task for you before I say goodbye today. Get yourself a pen and a sheet of paper and write down what are some of your top goals for the next 3 months. And I don't just mean your health goals. What do you want to achieve at school? What do you want to achieve in your career? What do you want to achieve in your relationships? Any kind of goal you want to achieve in the next 3 months. And then ask yourself this question. How much energy do I need in order to achieve those goals? And then think, what am I going to do to increase the amount of energy I've got? What am I going to do with my nutrition? What am I going to do with my hydration? What am I going to do with my exercise? If you increase your energy, you then have the capability to increase your performance. And when you increase your performance, you have the ability to increase your results. And that's why we're all here. So as I sit back and I'm about to say goodbye, I'm wondering, what's going to happen in your life as you start to improve your health habits? What's going to happen to your energy, your confidence, your success? Please bear in mind, if you're going to make some radical changes to your health, or any subtle ones at all, it's always wise to get some advice from a professional like a doctor. I'm a professional. I just want to encourage you to have a healthy and successful life. Thank you for spending this time with me this month. I look forward to seeing you next month. In the meantime, be an unstoppable teen. Bye for now.